Now, all I do is report the news, and on this Friday the 13th, we have a tweet from Stuart Alderati saying, quote, Ripple's case is over. And then we also have Uphold doubling down on the $1,000 XRP conversation. So don't come at me. I'm just here to report on the news, and we're going to talk about it here in today's update. So much taking place in the markets, gold sending a big warning, and then we're going to talk about what just happened with the SEC admitting that this crypto asset securities term has been completely made up. The damages are massive. Let's get right on into it in this update. Everything's at ZachRector.com. If you appreciate what we do, please make sure you are liking all of our videos, helping me out by sharing them out far and wide. And if you want to support us by using our community resources at ZachRector.com, we greatly appreciate you. Take a look at it. Front page of Market Watch. Here we go. U.S. stocks look to seal weekly gains ahead of big Fed meeting. So next week, we get the decision from Fed, and we're going to have Jerome Powell speaking on how big of an interest rate cut we are going to get. Kobesi letter summarizes the situation. Gold just hit another all-time high despite the markets pricing out a 50 basis point rate cut. Markets pricing out geopolitical risk worries. Market volatility dropping to new monthly lows. Everything's A-okay. Everything's going to be fine. Daddy Powell's going to ease up, give us a 50 basis point rate cut, and what the market's really wanting to hear is that sweet sound of Jerome Powell saying it's time to get dovish, it's time to get easy, and it's time to drop and take a Fed funds rate down below 4% over the course of the next year, maybe even admitting that we might have to do more than one rate cut this year. Now, we also have monthly inflation data coming in above expectations, markets pricing out possibility of recession in 2024, but gold is trading as if we are in a major crisis while all of the data is saying the exact opposite. Are gold markets trying to tell us something? They absolutely are. And what is that? Well, Ben Rickert perfectly summarizes it. The market is pricing in the largest, most destructive currency devaluation and artificially suppressed rate cycle the world has ever witnessed. Forget 2008. This is going to make that look like a walk in the Central Park on a sunny day. Take a look at the chart here for you guys. That's a 30% move from the lows of February 2024 up now pushing above 2,600 on the futures market. And I'm looking at this chart right here. We got an incredible move right now, just shy of 2,600. Now on silver, we were back above $31 is where we tapped here, back above $30 per ounce. If you were looking to get that sub $30 silver, your time was there. It is gone. Will it come again? You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think is coming in for gold and silver. And if you guys are looking to pick up precious metals, that'll be linked up and at my website as well for you guys. Let's get into this crypto update, folks. This is incredible. So after years, lawsuits, all sorts of legal battles and expenses paid, damages done, the SEC now regrets. The SEC is regretful of any confusion it may have invited by falsely and repeatedly stating that tokens themselves are securities. This is the remarkable representation in footnote 6 of the SEC's amended complaint against Binance. Remember, they still have these lawsuits going on against Kraken, against Binance, I think Coinbase. We know that Consensus had to sue the SEC, right? A lot of lawsuits, it's hard to keep track of them. A lot of red folders, right? I got to keep on adding new folder. I got to color coordinate them. Got to have a different color for Binance. Maybe I'll make that one blue. Which one should we do for Kraken? You know, you guys tell me. We're going to have color coordinated folders for all these lawsuits. Now, Paul Grewal, the chief legal officer of Coinbase, says, I hope that Stuart Alderati, who is the chief legal officer of Ripple, is getting some good sleep tonight. His head's about to explode when he wakes up and sees this. Now, I'm going to get to this, and we did get what appears to be a signal that the Ripple case is over. I'm going to talk about that here briefly, but this is the response from other legal experts in the field. Jake Chervinsky, I genuinely can't get over how insane this is. The SEC used the term crypto asset security, the one that they completely made up, 8 times in the eToro settlement order they issued on the same day they told a federal court that they wouldn't use it to avoid confusion. So remember, yesterday we covered an eToro settlement, and in that settlement they tried to state their public opinion as law. So they've been taking these headlines, misleading the public and misleading the news, and the news and the mainstream media runs with these headlines and these stories that the SEC's got a complete victory naming all of these tokens as investment contracts, even though that's not what actually, that's their opinion that was part of the settlement agreement, but it is not law. And on that very same day that they settle up with eToro over their crypto asset securities, they filed this in the Binance case, admitting, right, admitting that they've made this up and they're sorry for any confusion that they've provided. Yesterday, we also get another post from the SEC in their Investor Alert Blast. So Investor Alert Blast goes out yesterday. They're still using the term crypto asset securities, shared here by Eleanor Terrett. These guys have no shame, right? Now, the reaction here that's getting everybody's attention is Stuart Alderoty, Chief Legal Officer of Ripple. I don't know if this case is over and done with, and that's why he feels so confident in saying this, or if he's literally trying to bait the SEC into, filing an appeal. Maybe Stuart Alderoty wants some job security, so he's trying to bait them and egg them on. Come on, bring it, SEC. Let's keep going. Maybe Stu has an incentive, right, to see some lawsuits continuing on for Ripple, right? If Ripple has no lawsuits to do, I'm sure there's some other work for Stuart Alderoty. I'm joking. But the point being, how does he come out and say this? Ripple's case is over. That's how he starts out the tweet, responding to this whole, Binance footnote where they say that the crypto asset securities are, a made-up term. Ripple's case is over, but the fair notice defense is still alive for others. The SEC cites the 2017 Dow report as industry notice that the crypto asset securities are subject to U.S. securities laws. 7 years later, the SEC apologizes to a federal judge, surely a person of at least ordinary intelligence, for the confusion it invited by using the inherently unclear term. It's just like in the debt box case, when they, get exposed for lying and fabricating evidence against debt box, they apologize and say, please don't sanction us, judge. We understand that we completely lied, defrauded the courts, defrauded this company, and made them go bankrupt and put a freeze on their assets over evidence that we completely fabricated and made up. But please forgive us. The SEC here now is saying, please forgive us. We're sorry for any confusion over the term crypto asset securities. It's not actually law. It's just something that we've kind of been throwing around. Now, Stuart Alderoty is saying that Ripple's case is over. So is Stuart Alderoty sending us the signal that they know that the SEC is not going to appeal? Is this case over? And I'm telling you guys right now, folks are already getting excited. We saw XRP get pumped up. It pumped up about 9% yesterday on the news that Grayscale was firing back up their XRP Trust, precursor to the ETF. And now today, we get this one coming out. Everybody's starting to pay attention to XRP again. Everybody's starting to get excited about XRP again. I'm about to show you guys Uphold talking about $1,000 XRP again. Not me. I wouldn't dare talk about $1,000 XRP. That's too crazy, and the crypto police would come after me for sure. But Uphold is. Now, our good friend, Meta Lawman, and Jimmy Vallee. Let's see what they have to say. This is incredible. The SEC says it regrets any confusion it may have invited by inventing the term crypto asset security. But this was the logical and foreseeable consequence when they embarked on a make it up as you go along enforcement strategy. Where's the apology for destroying American companies, damaging our reputation for innovation, and crushing U.S. investors? Now, I got to get this out here. I got a couple folders on my desk. Got to get my red folder ready because James Meta Lawman said that word that we love to talk about, damaging our reputation for innovation and crushing U.S. investors. Damaging U.S. investors. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about it. Dan Thurman asks, XRP holders class action lawsuit? There was definite damage done, and this sounds like deliberate fraud and deception. Tags Jimmy Vallee. What are the damages? Oh boy. Are we ready to have this conversation? Folks thought this was just a meme. Folks thought this was just a joke. Jimmy Vallee breaks it down. There is no dispute now that the SEC's actions, coordinated with private digital asset market participants and foreign government entities like, I'm not going to say that country that starts with a C, materially manipulated the digital asset markets, causing innocent digital asset holders, notably XRP holders, significant damages. How big? How big are the damages? Jimmy says multiple trillions, not tens of billions, not hundreds of billions. As I've always said, conservatively, we're talking about hundreds of billions, probably over trillion. Jimmy Valley is willing to take it to multiple trillions in damages done just to the XRP holders, not just to the, not including the rest of the cryptocurrency space. Current SEC and U.S. government leadership does not have the moral and ethical constitution to right these wrongs, as equity and justice require. I think we'll have to wait for Donald Trump to reassume his position as lead executive of the U.S. corporation. Words matter. Words matter. Jimmy Valley gets it. A lot of these other guys playing around. Jimmy Valley gets it. When Donald Trump reassumes his position as the lead executive of the U.S. corporation, and then we can have a settlement that makes the damaged Americans whole. It should be obvious to everyone at this point that the infiltration and attempted takeover of the American financial system was the real, I can't say that, maybe you guys can read it, I can't say it, maybe you can read it. Jimmy Valley breaking it down so perfectly said. The damages are well into the trillions just to the XRP community. Think about everything else that was unleashed upon us since 2020. And this is why I'm so excited for this XRP Unleashed documentary. Not because, oh, I'm included in a documentary and I might get a little bit of airtime. Could care less about me being included in this documentary, because what needs to be included in this documentary is this battle, this struggle, our legal experts, our lawyers like John Deaton, who stood up and made a difference. And now we're going to be taking it to them, and they're getting upset about this. They're actually really worried about this. This is why Camp Warren is in full panic right now. And a lot of folks are in full panic right now because the American people are pissed. We're awake. We're coming and we're having conversations about the damages, but we're also putting our money where our mouth is. And there just so happens to be a little bit of money in crypto. We have a long ways to go, but there is just a little bit of money in crypto. And so what you're looking at here from Eleanor Terrett, according to fresh analysis from James Delmore from Breadcrumbs, the crypto industry has so far given over $190 million in political donations in the 2024 U.S. election cycle. Compare this to the 2020 election, when crypto made up only $15 million in donations. And this has the mainstream media, this have folks making up lies about John Deaton. They're trying to buy the seat for John Deaton. And this is just a bunch of crypto bros and crypto billionaires that are funding John Deaton, discounting the fact that 75,000 damaged XRP holders signed on with John Deaton's lawsuit in the SEC versus Ripple case that we achieved a victory in. Not just talked about it, not bending over and settling up with the SEC like everybody else. We took it to them and we won. And we're not done. We're going to continue to expose them. Now, final comment of today's video. Let me take a deep breath and calm down here because I get excited about this. We've been so right. We've been so over the target. We're finally having breakthroughs. And people want to give up, lose conviction, lose faith. I don't know where you're going, but we're right in it. We're right here. This is our moment. This is part of the XRP Go Viral moment. And part of that moment is going to be these exchanges, mainstream crypto news, clickbaiting and hyping XRP more than I ever could. And I'm here for it. Bring them on in. Uphold doubles down on $1,000 XRP. Now, they put out this post 9/13/2020. XRP just hit $1,000. What are you tweeting? They retweeted earlier this morning. Let's try this again. XRP just hit 1,000. What's your next move? So they are doubling down. Now, I would never, ever talk about a $1,000 or a $10,000 XRP because I might offend somebody. But I will let Uphold do it. And I'm going to have to report on it because that's the news that we got to cover. We got to cover the news that matters most to you guys, in particular the XRP community. And that's part of this story. And I'm telling you guys, they're going to take this thing more viral. They're going to hype this thing up more than we ever could. Now, Uphold obviously embedded within the XRP community. They've gotten a lot of business from the XRP community. And so what I want to know, because everybody and their brother and uncle is going to be coming for you and your pockets and your bags when XRP does go to $10, when it does go to $1,000. Let me know in the comments down below what your prediction is for this bull run, and then let me know when XRP goes to $1,000, what would you be doing? And if that's too crazy, then let me know what you're going to be doing when XRP goes to $10. I'm interested from hearing you guys in the comments down below. And if you want to know what I'm going to be doing when XRP goes to $10, I did talk about that in my XRP exit strategy. That's linked up down below if you want to get access. And I did not talk about what I'm going to be doing when XRP goes to 1,000. I didn't lay out that target in this episode. That's going to be part 2, part 3. What am I going to do when XRP goes to 589? What am I going to do when XRP goes to 1,000? That's going to be down the road. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves now, do we? Hey, if you appreciate what we do here on a daily basis for you guys, please make sure that you are liking our videos, helping me by sharing it out far and wide. If I triggered anybody, you can smash the thumbs up down too, and just make sure you leave me a comment and tell me why I made you so mad. Tell me how you really feel on this Friday, because we're feeling good over here. We've been winning. The damages are absolutely massive, multiple trillions, and they call us crazy lunatics and whack jobs. And where are we at now? How's your program working out? Sitting down, shutting up, and absolutely taking it from our government, this bureaucracy beast that wants to take everything from you. Are you going to stand up and resist, or are you going to sit down, shut up, and take it? You know what side we're on. You know how our program's working out. If you appreciate it, get tapped in with us. Everything's at ZachRector.com. God bless you all. Have a good weekend. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.